Welcome back to OneStopTutorials.com. We're back again and let's keep moving forward. We did well. We got all our divs lined up in the last tutorial. Let's keep moving forward and make this all work. Now the first thing I want to do is, you'll notice that the actual whole of this content section is moved down from this green line. Okay, at the moment our div, our content div, is above this green line. So what I want to do is basically just move it down. So I'm going to come into the style sheet, and for the actual content wrap, okay, I'm going to apply a margin top, and I'm going to just apply, let's try 25 pixels. We can always change it in a bit, and there we go. It's moved the whole of the content down 25 pixels. Okay, and now we've got more space to do what we need. Let's start on the left content here, on the left nav. On the left nav we've got this top button here, and then we got this here, and then we got our text on top. Okay, I'm going to just scroll in quickly with Photoshop open while I'm in here. I'm going to select my eyedropper. I'm going to select the green color, and I'm just going to save that because we're going to use that in a sec for the border. So back to our area here, and what I want to do is make sure I'm inside of the left nav. Now the left navigation section, I'm going to put in here div. I'm going to make this a class, because I'm going to make it a class because we're going to duplicate this. Okay, we're going to make our lives easier. So div class, and I'm going to call this top. Should I call it? Let's call it top bar. Let's be wild. Okay. Okay, so we've made div class top bar. So let's come into our style sheet and do class top bar. Okay. What we want to do here, we want to bring in the image, which is top bar left, which is this one here, 286 pixels by 36 pixels. So top bar is, the width is 236 pixels, and the height was, okay, that's that. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll bring the background image in first, background URL, and let's bring in the top bar left, this one here. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to have a no repeat, and again I'm going to do a bottom left. Okay, I'm going to repeat bottom space left. There we go, and that's looking good to me. Let's have a look. Should have brought the image in, and there she be. What I might do actually is do a margin 0 space auto, and let's close that baby off, make it center aligned in that whole area. Looking good. Actually looks small for some reason. Let me preview this quickly. I thought it was bigger than that. It is bigger than that. What did I do wrong? I made a width wrong. 286 pixels. There you go. 286 pixels. There we go. That looks better. Okay, next thing I want to do is top bar. I'm going to make a div class again, because again I'm going to duplicate, and this is just going to be top bar content. His naming is terrible. Top bar content. Okay, and again I'm just gonna copy a lot of this because it's going to be the same. Top bar content, margin 0 auto. The width's going to be the same. I'm going to get rid of this, and what I'm going to stick in is a border. It's going to be 1 pixel. It's going to be a solid line, and it's going to be the color of that color that I saved and lost. This color here, be this color here. Control C, cancel that, come back in here, Control V, close that off. I'm going to make a height of 250 pixels to start with. Let's have a look, see how we're looking, and it's not coming through. Top bar content, I didn't name it, did I? Bar content. There we go. And do you know what? As we applied we don't want the width to be the same, because we've applied a 1 pixel to the left and a 1 pixel to the right. So I'm going to make that 284 pixels, and I'm actually going to change this because I don't want it to be at the top. Border left. Okay. Border left. I'm just going to duplicate this 2 times. I'm going to change this to border right, and I'm going to change this to border bottom. Let's have a look, see how we're getting on. Let's preview this. Is it looking good? and there it is. There's our box sitting in there with our border. Everything is looking good. Everything is center aligned. Okay, looking good. And now let's move on to actually adding the text inside of this top section here. The text was called, what do we name it? Related coffee cake recipe links. Okay, so let's just type that in here inside of the top bar. I'm going to make this an H2 tag. Okay, coffee cake recipe. I'm just going to put links. I forgot what it was called, and I'm going to close the H2. You'll now notice when we come back everything's going wild. The reason for that is we actually haven't formatted that text. So as that text, that H2 tag is inside of the top bar, we need to now come to the top bar. I'm going to Control C that, and we need to go top bar, and as we made an H2, H2, top bar, H2, and I'm going to add some font stuff here. I'm going to add a font family of Arial, a font weight of bold. I'm going to make the font size to be, let's say, 16 pixels. I want the color to be black. I want the color to be black. Let's have a look, see how we're getting on there. Okay, let's actually make sure that we got padding 0 pixels, and we might as well, while we're here, margin, no, margin's already, yeah, nope, margin 0 pixels. Okay, that brings it in, and what I want to do is bring it down and center. So I'm going to put in here text align center. Okay, so I'm going to center align the text, and I'm going to make padding at the top. Okay, so padding top 10 pixels. It's probably too much. Let's make it 6 pixels. Coffee cake recipe links, and there we go. Let's preview this, and there's our text. In fact, you know what, it doesn't need to be center aligned. I'm going to get rid of the text align center, and I'm going to apply padding to the left, which will push it right. Padding left, and I'm going to apply, let's say, 10 pixels. Okay, sorted, looking really nice. And that's our first section in. So that's it for this tutorial. We're going to do a bit of copy and pasting on that section. We're going to get our links in and get ourselves formatted. Take it easy, guys and girls. Catch you at the next one-stop tutorial.